Wrinkles! If you're obsessed with beauty and skincare like me, then you're gonna love today's video. I'm sharing my absolute favorite everyday beauty tools that makes my routine easier, more effective, and honestly, way more fun. From skincare to self-care, these tools are total game changers. So grab a snack, get comfy, and let's dive in. So first up, this has to be my favorite out of all the tools that I'm using. So this is my Sleep and Glow pillow, and this is not your average pillow. And let me tell you, this pillow is a beauty tool in disguise. Because have you ever woken up with those annoying lines on your face or dealt with puffy eyes? Because I definitely do. Every time I wake up, I see some deep lines on my face or I have very puffy eyes. And then I realized that those are actually sleep wrinkles and morning puffiness caused by the pressure on your face, like when you sleep on your side or on your stomach every single day. And over time, these vertical lines become permanent. And dolls, let me tell you, they're even harder to fix because that skin compression lasts for hours. See, they usually form around your eyes, your nasal labial folds, and on your forehead. And unlike expression wrinkles, which are horizontal, say when we squint or like move our face, like it's usually horizontal lines, right? But these ones are vertical, so no amount of Botox or expensive creams can fix them in the long term. And that is why my Omnia pillow by Sleep and Glow is a must have for me because this is actually designed by an orthopedist to keep your face and neck in the perfect position during sleep. Just look at this genius design. So it's made from top quality memory foam. So it cradles your head, support your neck, preventing your face from squishing into the pillow. And this means fewer sleep wrinkles and it helps reduce morning puffiness too. And here's a clincher. So Sleep and Glow did a research at a Barcelona-based dermatological clinic and the results were amazing. So wrinkles decreased in 87% of patients in just 3 months. And we're talking up to 52% reduction in nasolabial wrinkles, 67% in forehead wrinkles, and 61% around the eyes. Personally, since I'm not young anymore, since using the Omnia pillow, not only do I wake up with better skin, but my neck, my back, my shoulders, they feel so much better. So every night feels like a mini spa treatment. And I always bring this when we travel or go to hotels because to be honest, sleep is very essential for our skin, for our whole body, but also having a pillow that is really right for you is very, very essential. And I didn't realize it until I got the perfect pillow for me. I feel like my sleep is actually also so much better. And overall, like my body just feels so relaxed every time I use this pillow. So again, this is not just for your skin, but also for your posture when you sleep at night. And Sleep and Glow was so nice to give my viewers a discount. So I'll put it here and I'll put where you can get this pillow in the description bar below. Now let's talk about something that feels so luxurious, but it's actually super simple. And it's dry brushing. If you haven't tried this yet, you are missing out. I was actually late in the game, but when I got hooked on this, I really saw improvement. So now it's really part of my weekly routine. So this is dry brushing. Dry brushing is one of those rare things that feels just as good when you do it yourself. And it's incredibly easy to incorporate into your routine. And most experts recommend dry brushing in the morning rather than before bed because of its energizing qualities. And some people use the brush on its own and others put a bit of body oil onto the brush before they use it, or they put the body oil on their skin and then use the brush over it. So you just do a small stroke. So starting on the soles of your feet and then you move up. And then after you brush everything, even on your stomach, you just do a circular motion. And then after doing all the brushing strokes from the soles of your feet up, and then on your arms, on your underarms, on your belly. So when you covered everything, then you can take a shower and then moisturize after. I was actually starting to see like crepey skin in my mid 30s. And since starting to do the dry brushing every 5 minutes a day, 3 times a week, my skin is much more smoother and the crepiness of my skin is practically gone. So my doctor told me that this is great for circulation purposes, but having a smoother skin was an ultimate bonus. I actually got the dry brush that has this rubber knobs on it, which is supposed to help with cellulites. Well, I'm not sure how effective this is for cellulite, but I think it's worth a try. Okay, the third tool that I always have to have is a guasha. I'm not new to this. I usually use a rose quartz or jade guasha, and I actually posted a routine for my guasha. Before, I always use this to like massage my face and like to lift my face from being puffy. But now I see the benefits of this for my TMJ because I usually wake up with like a pain over here. So I have a lot of tension here. So when I feel that, I always use this and like press it there and then release. And this really helps in releasing all of those tensions and those tense muscles on my face. And when we talk about massage, we usually concentrate on our body. There's not really a lot of options for like whole body and like face massage. I guess there is a lot of places that offer those services, but we usually focus on our body when it comes to massages, right? And we often neglect our face, and our face also carry a lot of tension. There's also a lot of muscles on our face. So I really like using this guasha. I have to admit that the one thing that made me stop using this is that it always confused me when to incorporate this in my skincare routine because you have to have oil or slip on your face to use this. So if I use this in the morning, I have to put the face oil and then I have to wash my face and then do my skincare. And then if I use it at night, like, is it at the end? What if like I already put my retinol and stuff? Would it move things around? So I finally found a way to really incorporate this in my routine easily, and that is to incorporate it during my time when I do my oil cleansing. Because oil cleansers are very slippery, and oil cleansing is what I do every night. So, incorporating this with my oil cleansing routine was the easiest way for me to always incorporate this in my routine. So, try it out. Before, I always get the rose quartz or the jade, but now I'm always using my metal guasha because first of all, this one is very sturdy. With the rose quartz and the jade, I'm always scared that what if I drop it, it's gonna break. But this one, even if you drop it, it's fine. And I find that this one is also more hygienic, it's easier to clean. And I also find that this one is thinner, so it's easier to massage my face with this type of guasha. And if you're gonna ask me if this is just gimmick for like lifting your face, I don't think so. I think that I really see results when I was using this constantly. But just like exercise, you really have to do this constantly. Like if you can do this every day, you can see better results than just using it once a month or once a week. So I think that with this kind of tool, consistency is really key. Okay, this next one is definitely an underrated tool. This one is a Japanese bath washcloth. And you know it's an OG when the packaging, like with this lady using the washcloth, it's so 80s. So you know that it's really OG. And it even says Invention Prize awarded in Japan. So I always get this brand. It is called Salux. And I think this one is really the OG of the Japanese washcloth. I'm not sure, but I really love this one because this is way more sanitary than loofah or sponges. Let me just open it up. So it looks like this. This one really dries up super fast. So once you're done with it, you just hang it and it dries super quickly. So it's very sanitary. And this really foams up any of my soap, whether it's a bar soap, whether it's a liquid soap. This really foams up my soap so much. And it has this texture. It's not too rough to like irritate your skin, but it's also not too soft that it can mildly exfoliate your skin. And what I like about this the most is that it's very long. So it's long enough to reach your back. So no more awkward like shower struggles like when you can't reach your back. Like this one is perfect so you can do sideways, you can do like this way. So it can really reach all the parts of your body. That's why I really, really love this. And it's very convenient. Again, super quick to dry. It's easy to travel with. This usually comes in a pack of 3. So I also influenced my husband, and he's now also using a Japanese washcloth. And comparing it to other brands, because I went to like this Japanese store and I just randomly picked like a washcloth that actually also looks like this. And that one, after one use, the texture actually like changed. Like it has like, I don't know, it didn't keep its texture. But this one, even though I've used it so many times, it still kept its texture. So I really like this brand. Okay, so we talked about our face and we talked about our body. Now let's talk about our feet because soft and smooth heels is a must. I don't know about you, but my feet get super cold super easily. I'm the type of person that even during the summer, I have to have a blanket on my feet just to keep it warm. And I'm not sure if that's what's causing my feet to always have cracks on them. So I really have to always make sure that I exfoliate the soles of my feet or else they're just gonna be cracked and dry. And this one, out of all the tools that I have tried, is now my favorite, and I can never use any tool anymore. I've used those like the ones that looks like a cheese grater, the one that's like electric. I've also used that stone to exfoliate. But the thing with the electric one, the ones that you have to charge or put battery on, it's either gonna break after a few months or you have to replace the thing that goes onto it, like the hard part that goes onto it every few weeks, or else it's just gonna feel dull. And then the cheese grater for me was super strong that I would get some cuts from it. And then the last one, the stone, is the same. It's like after a few uses of it, it becomes dull and it's not useful anymore. This one is a glass foot file, and this one is very unique because it's sharp. Like you can really feel it exfoliating, but it doesn't have any like very harsh feeling on it. It's still flat. I'm gonna show you what it looks like closer. But also, this one never gets dull. Like, I've had this for the longest time. All I do with it after use is just rinse it with soap and water, and it's perfectly the same tool again. Like, it's never dull. So, I really like this. And you can use this on wet skin or dry skin. Personally, I like using this after I hop out of the shower when the skin on my feet is still soft. So I just rub it back and forth, and you can really see your dead skin cells really rolling off. I've also tried this with my dry skin, like when the skin on my foot is dry, but I find that you can go overboard with it because you can really see your feet being like super shiny. So you just like scrub and scrub and scrub. So I would suggest using this when the skin on your feet is still soft and kind of damp or wet because it's easier not to go overboard with it. But honestly, if you have super dry feet, like the soles of your feet are super dry, super cracked, like believe me, I've been there. So soak your feet or like after the shower, after your warm shower, hop off, like sit down and then just like use this on the soles of your feet and do a back and forth motion until you see your dead skin like falling off. And then after that, apply a lot of Vaseline on your feet and then put socks and then leave it overnight. I would guarantee you the next day, like when you wake up in the morning and you've removed your socks, you're gonna have like super smooth, super soft skin on your feet. But again, make sure that you don't overdo it. Make sure that you don't get any cuts because this can be very addicting to use. And that's a wrap on my favorite everyday beauty tools. I'll be putting the links on where you can find them in the description down below, but I'm curious to know which one are you going to add into your routine? Let me know in the comments. I would really love to know. And if you find this video helpful, don't forget to like this video. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you'll always be updated once a new video is out. Thank you so much, dolls, again for watching. I'll see you on my next one. Bye!